Hi everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to configure an AWS Web Application Firewall and attach it to a Cloudfront distribution to protect your web application against common threats. We will go through creating a web access control list, setting up a Cloudfront distribution for a static website, and finally verifying that our web is actively blocking malicious traffic. Then let's get started. In AWS console, we can write AWS WAF and shell to create our WAF, and then we're gonna hit create web ACL. And then we're gonna pick global resources because at the end we would like to, attach it to our Cloudfront. And just to give a generic name, I will give like demo WAF, Cloudfront. And then scroll down, you can hit next. And we will be adding some rules to our WAF. And for that, we're gonna hit add rules and manage rule groups. And in AWS manage rule groups, when you scroll down, there are some free rule groups that I would like to add. We can start with core rule set. This core rule set is actually covers protection against common attacks. And we can also add non-bad inputs. This is for blocking obvious malicious patterns. And we can lastly add the SQL database. This is target SQL injection attacks as well. So that's all for now for the demo, and hit add rules and hit next. You can also set up the rules priority in here, but for demonstration I will just hit next, and again hit next, and create web ACL. That's all for WAF. So we successfully able to create our WAF to attach it to Cloudfront. And okay, since we're successfully able to create our WAF, now it's time to create our Cloudfront distribution. And again, we would like to attach our WAF to make sure our Cloudfront distribution is protected from malicious attacks. So let's do that together. So go to our search tool, just write down Cloudfront. And from here, we're gonna hit create distribution. And we're gonna pick single website or app, and our original domain is the one where we host our static website. So we're gonna pick the S3 bucket for that. And we're gonna hit use website endpoint because it is a static website. And scroll down, we can keep everything as is for now. And again, when it comes to WAF, in here we're gonna hit enable security protection and use existing WAF configuration, and we're gonna pick the one that we created for this demo. And here default root object, we're gonna write index HTML and create distribution. So that is it for Cloudfront distribution. As you can see, it is deploying at the moment. It takes a while, like 10 minutes or so. So again, I'm gonna wait a little bit, and once it is ready, then we can do our malicious activity demonstration and do some fake SQL injection to see how WAF is protecting our Cloudfront distribution. Okay, so everything is successfully configured right now, and all we have to do is now checking if our static website is successfully configured with Cloudfront. And all we have to do is getting the distribution domain name and put it in our browser. Perfect. So our static website is working perfectly fine, which the one that we hosted on S3 bucket on AWS, right? So now let's demonstrate a SQL injection to see if WAF is actually stopping the malicious activity to our infrastructure or not. So for that, I do have a code that you can add next to your URL of Cloudfront. And as you can see, WAF is successfully stopping the malicious activity without any hesitation. So that means everything is configured successfully. And then let's erase this part. As you can see, everything is looking good. And how we can see if it is really stopping the malicious activity or not, we can come to WAF and pick the one that we created, this demo WAF Cloudfront, and go to sampled request. When we hit manage rules SQL rule set, as you can see, these 3 of the queries are blocked successfully from WAF. That is all for today. Again, thanks for watching this tutorial. Definitely, if you like this video, this is the last part conclusion. And that's it. We have successfully set up AWS WAF, attached it to a Cloudfront distribution, and verified that malicious traffic is blocked before reaching our application. So if you find this tutorial helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and leaving any question you have in the comments below. Thanks for watching.